Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, Belize recovers from Hurricane Earl. Small farmers in rural Cayo experience crop losses, and Belize City Police investigates murder. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
If you're planning a renovation, landscaping, or construction project, Builders Hardware can supply just about anything you need to get the job done. Garden equipment and supplies, hand tools, bathroom supplies and accessories, power tools, kitchen accessories, lights, plumbing supplies, doors and windows, home and auto paint supplies. No one understands your project requirements better than we do. Come visit us on Constitution Drive in Belmopan. Call us at 822-0501 or 822-1071. At Builders Hardware, we have everything you need right when you need it. Quality, variety, quantity, and service with a smile. Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Hola, mi nombre es Vania Pat y les invito a la gran final del certamen Miss Queen of the West que se llevará a cabo en Sacred Heart Auditorium el 20 de agosto. No se lo fallen, comenzará a las 7 p.m. en punto.
Kendra Borland, 18 years old.
Rosanna Romero, 20 years old.
Tamika Armstrong, 20 years old.
Maria Cat, 18 años de edad.
Jem Lyons, 20 years old.
Y también les quiero invitar para el Grand Launching of the September Celebration Calendar, que se llevará a cabo el 6 de agosto en el Welcome Center y comenzará a las 6 p.m. en punto. No se lo fallen. Artistas como Ernestine estarán presentes.
Ernestine, and they call me Soca Queen. I love to shake up my waistline and drop it to the baseline.
Here now is the news in details. Belize continues to recover from Hurricane Earl, which made landfall on Wednesday night as a Category 1 hurricane. Major damage has been reported in the Belize district as well as parts of the Cayo district. The day after the hurricane's passage, the downtown area of San Ignacio Town, including the market, was inundated. The flooding forced the closure of the low-lying bridge and pressed the iconic Hawksworth Bridge into a two-way crossing linking San Ignacio and Santa Elena. The flood waters caught many of the vendors off guard, as they explained to our colleague from the Pandy Show.
Do you prepare before the flood start?
No, I never prepare, none at all. Catch me to sleep.
You don't have radio, you don't hear nobody say to
No, we know where they happen, but we never expect it come so sudden, right? So when my brother can look for me, when I come here, water down the way to me knee. But we have managed to take out my freezer then, right? Thank God for that.
You remember the story about Noah and the ark?
Yeah.
What happened, you think?
Then nobody never prepare. That the same thing happened to me. Yeah. We not believe, but we have to believe in the man up there, right? And trust him.
So after this now, what next? For maybe say, when they say they're going to flood.
We have to prepare. Just like how we have to prepare for the coming of Jesus, right? So we have to prepare for anything we come out down here.
Well, everything went underwater. All our fridges, all our coolers, the showcase, all of those got damaged, and most of the things we had in here for sale. No?
Didn't you have time to take it out?
Actually, what happened is that probably we never took time to really look into the matter, no? But as you can see, this is the outcome of it, no?
So more or less, what did it cost?
Probably, with everything, I would say like maybe only $10,000, no?
So you're saying no, that next time that what NEMO should do, or they should go around, tell people that?
Well, even to begin with, none of the shelters were open. All shelters were closed in San Ignacio. It's like I didn't even see anybody from NEMO even walking around or just trying to warn people. Then I don't know if we do have a NEMO committee in San Ignacio, because I still haven't seen any of them as yet. Okay, so we just hope that the government be considerate and be at least helpful to people like us who lost business. So
As soon as the flood waters started to recede, the town council brought out its heavy machinery and manual workers to get the market ready for business on Saturday. Mayor Earl Trapp explains.
As well, if you notice, we have some students working behind us. Those are some of the students that are employed through the summer program that we do on a yearly basis. So we still have 2 more weeks to go, and we will try our best to facilitate as much students as possible. We believe that by hiring students, giving them that opportunity to face the world, it empowers them, and it more prepares them to face the world and to be someone in life. It makes them more responsible, self-sufficient, the end of the day, more responsible citizens of this country.
When TNC News visited the San Ignacio Market on Saturday morning, business as usual was underway, with many, if not all, the stalls opened. We also took aerial survey of the downtown area, including the low-lying wooden bridge on Saturday morning. And while the bridge itself was still submerged, the fall in the level of the water in the Macal River started to give engineers and town council officials confirmation that the bridge had suffered major damage. Inside the Norman Broster Stadium, there was also evidence that the flood had impacted the area. The post-Hurricane Earl cleanup continues, and the recovery will no doubt take weeks, if not months. According to preliminary estimates, in agriculture alone, over $100 million in damage has been recorded. The majority of the damage from Hurricane Earl was recorded in the Belize district, but that does not mean that elsewhere the impact is not being felt. Here in Cayo, farmers are reporting huge losses as a result of the hurricane. Today, TNT News went to La Gracia village, where Meliton Jones told us about the losses he suffered last week.
Well, you see, as you see this building here and the next one, and the trees that get damaged.
What crops were involved?
Well, tomatoes and pear and the plum.
When the hurricane was happening, were you here at the farm?
Oh yes, at home. I just spent the night there at home.
What was that experience like?
Oh, that was scary. Yes.
What time did you start experiencing the breeze here?
11.
And it continued all night?
All night till 6. It was still hard there.
If you were to put a quantity of the damage, how much amount of damage did you suffer?
Oh, just in this greenhouse here. It comes like, not putting the exact damage, like $10,000.
What assistance are you looking for?
Say 5. Maybe if they could assist and some help to rebuild the damages. Yeah.
How much your tomato crop did you lose?
1,400 plants.
And I saw your melon patch as well got affected?
Oh yes, that was messed too. But I am trying to save those plants there. Maybe they will come up again.
And the plum wasn't ready for harvesting yet?
No, not yet.
So that's a loss as well?
Oh yes, that's a loss.
This isn't the first time I understand that you got affected by a storm?
No, in 2012, yes. This was Hurricane 2 and I fixed it back. I never get assistance from nobody. I just fix it.
Will you fix back this time?
Right now I don't think so. Maybe later.
Right next door to Jones's farm, Oscar Figueroa also suffered huge losses when the hurricane devastated his vegetable farm. Nectali Zapata is the farm manager, and he spoke with TNC News about the impact of Hurricane Earl.
this is a big money which I have spent there for build one of those greenhouse, and when the breeze come for blow it in.
Well,
this is a big money which I have spent there for build one of those greenhouse, and when the breeze come for blow it in maybe half an hour. And that is different because have some vegetable and greenhouse or cover structure, how you call them, is something where very good because it's not no use so much chemical from there, and when you take it at market, people could eat it very nice, right? Because no use so much chemical out here, especially in sweet pepper, right? It's a vegetable that we could harvest in a cover structure, and it's very bad how the damage would happen here at this farm.
What crop was damaged?
Sweet pepper, especially sweet pepper here is because we already harvest there from 300 pounds per week, right? And when now we already damaged, we're not harvesting anymore, right? Because it's done.
So this is a big loss for you?
Yeah, it's a big loss for sure.
Now, when I look at the trees behind you, I still see some peppers on there. Are those still good?
Yeah, not really, because some of them is the sun has already burned it. Because when they may have a shed, right? And now when the sun come, blow it, yeah, the sun, they are burn it for real, right? So that some of them they are good, but not all.
What will it take to get you back into full operation?
Well, I don't have no idea, right? But because if we maybe could have a help or something, not really know what they are help, right? Mm-hmm. Because you see the small plant there is already get damaged too, and that plant will have small there in 1 month, which already got fruit, right? But when damaged now, you have to wait for 3 months for already have a plant, good plants, right?
So what kind of help are you looking to receive, or are you expecting?
Well, I don't have no idea, right? But here is very big damage we have, right? And for build it again, you could spend a big money because the tent is very expensive now, and especially the wood that we use there, posts and that kind of thing, we mess up. It's very scarce, right? So I don't really know how much what we could receive help or something.
All these structures that I'm looking at, these will all have to be torn down and they start from scratch, right?
Yeah. So you need to repair all of them, right? There are 3 big and 4 small right there.
Tell me about the small plants that were destroyed. What kind of plants were destroyed?
It's sweet pepper too. It's sweet pepper, and we have tomato down there too.
So tomato and sweet peppers were mostly damaged at this farm?
Yeah, tomato and sweet pepper, and just plantain and then kind of thing. So, yeah, but I don't really know if we could receive help or something. But we're here for work and still we continue again for working. We don't stop here. We just try to continue slow, but we have to do it. Yeah.
According to Sepada, he will continue to try to salvage what he can of crops that were already in the ground. There are also reports of other farmers in the area who also suffered major losses. And late this evening, Belize Electricity Limited issued a statement in which it said over 99% of our customers have had their service restored. The release, which came in via email late this evening, indicated that communities that were connected today include from Sand Hill to Crooked Tree, and a portion of those along the old Northern Highway and portions of the Belize River Valley. According to BEL's press release, the only remaining communities in the Belize district now without power supply are those along the old Northern Highway from Alton Ha to Mascal, and 5 villages in the Belize River Valley area. BEL says that it is aware that there are some individuals in some areas that don't have electricity, and that is due to transformers, spurs, and poles requiring replacement. These works are underway alongside restoration efforts, according to Belize Electricity Limited. Now, the Belize Tourism Board is anticipating an increase in visitors from Canada. That is because starting at the end of October, WestJet will begin offering flights between Canada and Belize twice per week. According to the Belize Tourism Board, the WestJet flights are scheduled to depart from Toronto Pearson International Airport at 9:15 a.m. Canadian time and will land at the Philip Goulston International Airport at midday on Wednesdays and Saturdays. The return flight times are at 1 o'clock also on Wednesdays and Saturdays. BTB's excitement over the addition of the latest airline service to Belize is based on the fact that Canada is a major source of overnight visitors to Belize. The new service will come at a most opportune time when the tourism high season will be in full swing. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages.
My dad never misses a football match.
Me neither.
Are you enjoying this game or what?
I'm loving every minute of it.
I can't miss this game, but I can't see it either.
Here, now you can. The game's on me.
Now, wherever there's internet, you don't have to miss a single minute of TV. And the best part of MyTV is it costs as little as $10 monthly for Central TV and Internet's customers. With 25 channels at your fingertips, you'll always be tuned in. MyTV is available only at Central TV and Internet. Log on and discover a new world of mobile TV.
Hey, do you happen to have a beer?
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Police in Belize City are investigating the murder of a man whose body was found early on Saturday morning. The victim has been identified as 51-year-old Carl Trapp. Police say they visited an establishment at the corner of West Canal and Hickory Street around 5:30 on Saturday morning, where they found Trapp's body with multiple stab wounds, including to the chest and back. Trapp's body now awaits a post-mortem examination. Police say robbery does not appear to have been a motive for the murder, as hundreds of dollars in cash and his cell phone were found in Trapp's pockets. On Sunday morning, police on vehicular checkpoint in Sand Hill Village intercepted a car heading to Belize City in which 260 grams of marijuana was found. Police say that the driver, 41-year-old Julian Chook from Orange Walk, and the 24-year-old Kadim Courtney of Belize City have both been arrested and charged for the offense of drug trafficking. Returning now to our top story, the National Emergency Management Organization continues to provide assistance to communities impacted by Hurricane Earl. The latest situation report issued by NEMO today shows that the restoration of services by the utility companies is progressing at a steady pace. There is currently 170 persons in hurricane shelters, with the bulk of the affected being housed in Belize City. Here in the Cayo district, 16 persons are in hurricane shelter in Teakettle Village, while 31 persons are being sheltered in St. Matthews Village. NEMO's National Relief and Supplies Management Committee continues to mobilize, reaching out to people in the affected communities with food, water, tarp or plastic sheeting, cleaning supplies, and mattresses. BATSUB, BDF, and UNICEF have been assisting people in the shelters, and NEMO says it is getting support with field operations from the Belize Red Cross and USAID. As for utilities services, Billy White and Santa Familia in the Cayo district, their water systems are still down, and emergency water relief is being organized for those in need. NEMO says the immediate humanitarian assessments and relief continue, as is cleanup in Belize City. This is the news on TNC 10. We will take a look at the weather right after these messages.
Make sure you cut this riverside good now. Knuckles down, I want it. And make sure I go see the river straight from the house, and I want one nicely area where we could picnic, you know. Then when you're done, you could start on the hill over there, so. See, I want it clean, 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 so we could plant.
Yes, Pa.
Hey neighbor, I hear correct? You the peel by the riverside and over the up on that hill? Man, that will happen to you. You don't know about soil erosion? You don't know it's important for left one leave buffer by the riverside with some trees and some shrubs?
Buffer for what?
Buffer for what? Boy, you see what they do? When it rain or when it dry, the soil wash away or turn loose, and wash away right into the river and cause pollution. And if the soil wash away, then you will lose some land too. And that the same thing on the hillside. When the rain cause the roots and the trees and the grass not there for hold the soil together, it just wash right down and come by your house like one landslide.
What? For true?
Yes, man. I know I tell you no lie.
And how you know this?
From the Department of the Environment people, when they may come inspect one illegal dump.
Oh, I may think them people only look for them big resort. I never know that they look for all of that.
Oh yes, man. They look for everything for the environment. Watch ya. They only help with take care of things, you know. But that we fit take care of things. Cause when things happen, that all of we get affected. Remember where they say happen, why Kendall Bridge gone? That mistake of all of them big tree were cut down and drop into the river. You want it to happen again? Alright.
Help us protect the environment and our lives.
The sun was out in full force today, and the temperature was on the warm side. Here is the forecast for Tuesday. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Ronald Gordon at the Belize Weather Bureau. To summarize the news, here are the main points again. Belize recovers from Hurricane Earl. Small farmers in rural Cayo experience crop losses. And Belize City Police investigates murder. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.